especially around here, might also know me as a lifelong comic book fan. The first, this is so loud, right? Sorry? Is it different?
You're such a diva, Bob.
Alright. Am I hurting you guys?
No.
Okay. So, the first job I actually remember having a dog I wanted when I was a little kid was I wanted to be a comic book writer. I can't draw any better than the left paw of Mickie James's dog Elvis. I mean, you know, but she kind of laughed.
I got the joke.
Yeah, I can't draw at all, but I have a very active imagination. Same fantasizing process that comes up with the Van Daminator, Split-Legged Moonsault, also produces a lot of fiction. Sometimes it's just fight scenes, sometimes it's whole scenes, sometimes it's whole stories. Which brings us to the project that I'm here to talk about. So, Calville, if you would help me.
You're gonna put me to work, huh? All right.
Go for it, dude.
Can we get a drum roll, please?
Knock it over. I could have knocked it over. Ooh, RVD's Twisted Perception. So this project has been a long time in the making. I originally had a 4-comic book set that I signed a contract with this animation company called Little Soup. Way back in 2003, they made a flyer that they handed around at the Comic Con. I think in 2004, talking about this book that was going to come out, which, as it turns out, was a little bit premature. Little Soup went on to make this cartoon on Cartoon Network called The Spencer Brothers. You guys might know that. I went on with the book through the process of talking to networking, talking to people in the companies, trying to get real interest of publication and submissions and all that. Somewhere along the line of this, about a few years ago, came up with another 4-book set, totally different artwork, different story, still a very long process. That's why when it finally reached completion just last week, I was super stoked. Boom. I have a lot of Twisted Perception stories, but I'm not really looking to like break into the business. I know that I'm way too busy to try and keep writing something like this on a regular basis or anything. So what I'm going to do with it is what the whole Latin show should do. It totally meets my standards. It's my expression. I'm going to put it out myself, self-publish it, do what I can to make it accessible for everybody who wants to get it. So I'm still open to advice and learning about all that stuff, but I'm getting a clear path of what I'm going to do with it, and that's get it out. It's going to be challenging to try to make a story premise sound original, but being one of a kind, which I am, I assure you that I created these stories with the intent to provoke thought. For instance, my first story, Consequences, has to do with a young wannabe gang member that does a random drive-by shooting as part of the initiation, to later find out when watching the news, his childhood hero is being killed driving his car. Ooh. Soldiers of Kharma is a 4-book set with extra pages that have artwork from Noodle Soup, even awesome storyboards, as you can see how I can't draw, and a bunch of extra pages that add depth to the story and tie it in. And I'm going to, upon leaving from this trip and around my TMA schedule, I'm going to do what I can to find out as soon as possible, now that it's done, what I can do to make the digital book, so you can just go online and get it. I had an artist from Indonesia, an artist from the Philippines, a Photoshop dude from England, and everybody contributing and helping me with this. It was a long process. And by the way, it includes some of, I believe, the very first conflict pages Josh had. So that'll be the extra pages as well. I'm going to try to make this, is he here? He's going to be here. Hello, Josh. Josh, yeah, that's your name page to the right. All right. Anyway, so I can't tell you right now where to find it, so keep your eyes and ears open or follow me. I think my Facebook and Twitter are both